The access road to the proposed new international airport in Dalaga, Albay has just been completed. You see, they have no real international airport. I mean, to me, there's an international airport in Legazpi, but the governors feel that for international flights to come to Bicol, they must have one really good international airport comparable, let's say, to at least Puerto Princesa or Cebu. And they all agree that it should be in Daraga in Albay. The road has been finished. The right-of-way for the runway has been acquired 30%, enough to start the construction of the runway itself. So the local government is in charge of purchasing the right-of-way, and then the national government, through the DOTC, builds the runway itself and the terminal. And of course, roads. We're improving roads, like the one leading to the beaches of Caramoan and Camarines Sur. And there, the Development Bank of the Philippines provided the province of Camarines Sur with a 700 million loan to develop the Caramoan Beach and the water sports complex in Pili. Donsol is the number one, in Sorsogon, is the number one ecotourism destination according to Time Magazine in Asia. We modernized the old rickety one-way bridge to Donsol, Sorsogon, whose whale shark interaction is, as I said, the best ecotourism experience in Asia. And the traffic increase has turned Donsol from a fifth-class municipality to a first-class municipality with a 70 million contribution to the economy last year. Its small banca operators exemplify the benefits of our GREET program. GREET means grassroots entrepreneurship for ecotourism. In fact, in one of my State of the Nation addresses, I cited Alan Amance, a college undergraduate and young father who used to earn 100 pesos a day from fishing and driving a tricycle in Donsol. He became a whale shark watching guide, and his income jumped tenfold to 1,000 pesos a day, and he started building his dream house. We were in Donsol yesterday, and I looked for him, and I asked him, how's your dream house? He said, under construction, pero meron pa. Bubuksan ko na ang sariling resort ko next month, in this coming May, because he found an investor to invest in him. That's an example. And this, where we are here, this resort, are examples that the private sector has responded to our investment in roads and airports and RORO by their own investments in hotels, lodging houses, and infrastructure worth almost 600 billion pesos nationwide between 2004 and 2009 alone, during the term of Secretary Durano as Secretary of Tourism. Congratulations, Ace. And as I said earlier, Central Philippines received half of this investment. And of the almost half of this investment, most of it is here in Palawan. So congratulations to our host, the Palaweños. Our nation has been blessed with some of the most scenic beauty in the world. Even more important, our nation has been blessed with the most welcoming, energetic, and friendly people on earth. If we are to succeed in building up our tourism, and it is a huge economic boost to our nation, how much of our GDP is now attributable to tourism, you were telling me? In 2008, 9%, and it's been growing at 15% every year. So that's more than 10% by now, for sure. We must invest in our people, our infrastructure, and our environment. So as part of this investment, we declared nature parks in Tubataha Reefs, right, Joel, during our administration? In Northwest Panay, near Boracay. In North Negros, near the Bacolod Silay Airport. In Central Cebu. In Mount Isarog, in Bicol. We are funding the Bicol River Basin and Watershed Irrigation, Flood Control, and Water Conservation Project. And in the Underground River of Puerto Princesa, which was declared a nature park ages ago, in 2003, we declared it as a National Geological Monument. We have also set up almost 100 marine and fish sanctuaries in Central Philippines since 2001, including Tubataha and the Whale Shark Sanctuary of Donsol. We have provided also billions for rehabilitation efforts for climate change adaptation, especially in the aftermath of Typhoon Frank in Panay, the series of calamities that hit Bohol like Reming, the landslides of southern Leyte, and the oil spill in Guimaras. So the people are back on their feet and the tourists are back on the beaches. We embrace the concept of a sustainable economic model where there's no conflict between a clean, healthy environment and a robust economy. We can create jobs and keep our environment safe and sacred. For instance, here in the Underground River, tourism has tripled in the last 3 years. But Mayor Hagedorn said that there is an informal estimate that the carrying capacity of tourism there is only 300 tourists a day. But at its peak, there are 1,000 who want to see it. So I'm glad that there are resorts like this so that the tourists can wait for their turn and not insist on being there even beyond 300 because they have other things to do here in the resort. But on the other hand, the 300 is a guesstimate. And I am asking Secretary Nina Alabastro, who was with me in the underground tour earlier, if DOST can make a real scientific estimate, what is the real carrying capacity of the underground river? Because if it's more than 300, then they can rest easy that there will be more tourists and yet the environment is taken care of. To invest in all of this infrastructure and environmental care, we have made many tough and unpopular choices to control the deficits and increase taxes to pay for the future of this nation. So we thank our congressmen who are here today with us and the other congressmen for helping us to enact those taxes, even if they were unpopular for me. The nation must expand its political and economic footprint to lift up all nations, not just Greater Manila. That is why we have insisted on investing billions of pesos across the nation to link the nation together through a better, more modern transportation system and also to keep our nation clean, safe, and beautiful to tap the best of our natural beauty. From day one of my presidency, we have been committed to investing in our people and our provinces away from Manila, to lift up our God-given attributes, our people, our land, our culture. The world has responded by coming to the Philippines. We take great pride in bringing more political power, economic opportunity, and social justice to the regions. And I think nowhere is that more evident than here in Palawan with all those tourism investments coming in. So congratulations to the people of Palawan and thank you. Do you want to elaborate?
My congratulations, Madam President, for the people of Palawan. As we all know, the Palawan is the longest province in the country. The total length of road is 523 kilometers. When the President took over, previous presidents concreted only 100 kilometers of road. When the term of the President will end, she shall have concreted 381 kilometers of road.
In Palawan?
Or 400 in Palawan alone, or 400% increase.
Then all others combined. All the others combined.
All others combined, Madam President. And we poured in 5.55 billion pesos for Palawan so that Palawan can attain its potential as the premier tourism destination in the entire world.
So people have been asking when do they have the benefits of Malampaya. Even if the court has not ruled in favor of Palawan, we've been spending here as if the Malampaya proceeds already belong to Palawan. And that is why you have all this infrastructure. Okay, thank you. Okay.